Well, PCs for People is where you need to be. A 501c3 nonprofit organization located at 3126 St. Clair Avenue. PCs for People has desktop computers, laptop computers, and free classes to get you in the mood for some computer love. Call 216-930-5741 or visit pcsforpeople.org. That's 216-930-5741 or visit pcsforpeople.org. On behalf of WOVU 95.9, Our Voices United, a Burton Belcar community radio station, we extend a special thanks to PCs for People for their support.
All right, welcome back to Her in the Huddle, WOVU and 95.9 FM. So we just got a few minutes left. So before Nat called in, and we appreciate Nat calling in, give us an Indians update because a lot had taken place. She was able to fill in some of the gaps from information I didn't have. But thank you so much to her for calling in. But before she had called in, I was talking about how good Odell looked, and he had posted a video on social media of him running on the track full speed, and it was just amazing. So I know that has everybody salivating and super excited about what's coming up next with this team. So I'm super excited as well to see how good they're going to be. And I think all of the country is ready to go as well. And if you have Odell Beckham in full shape, it's going to be something. So super excited to see that coming down the pipeline, and let's go. So and before we get out of here, Mike DeWine, one of the things, if you are not familiar with that, he recently signed an executive order, which is going to allow college athletes to earn off his name, his image, and their likenesses. So this was a bipartisan effort to allow student athletes to profit off their name, image, and likeness. And he signed the executive order to make it happen. So last week, there was a huge case against the NCAA with the Supreme Court in order for the athletes to benefit from collegiate fame. So that's going to be something important. As my only concern was when it comes to different schools, how are some of the smaller schools going to be able to compete? Because how are you going to determine how are you going to be able to pay these athletes, and what are you going to pay them? So those are some of the things that I was wondering how things were going to take place regarding them, how people were going to get paid, and things of that nature. So I think it's an exciting time for student athletes. My only concern was how are some of the smaller schools going to be able to pay athletes, because we already know that Ohio State will be able to pay athletes, but how are smaller schools like your MAC schools going to be able to pay athletes as well? And most of us know, or if you're not educated on how collegiate sports works, how they work is that pretty much the football teams make all the money, and the football teams take care of the other collegiate sports. So when you have these teams out there that make a ton of money, like Ohio State, they might have 38 varsity sports at this time. When I was at Ohio State, they had 36 varsity sports. So the football team took care of all of those varsity sports, and they sustained everyone. Is that still going to be the model? Is the team, as they charge for admission, is that team going to get the money, or are they going to charge admission now for every sport and what's taken in at the gate? And then you have the smaller sports that are not making a ton of money. What are they going to do? How are they going to make money? So it's all going to be very interesting as we go from here and see what's going to be taking place and all that other stuff. So I don't know, but hats off to Ohio, because one of the things that took place that was very shocking is that Brett Kavanaugh actually acknowledged that this hurts Black athletes because they are the ones that are making monies for their university, but they're not seeing any money come into their pockets, and they're hurt because normally they come from disadvantaged backgrounds.